Good morning and welcome to the channel. Look at the big girl right here when I open up the door in the morning. That is great. I love it. Key tags, unfortunately, are sold out, like I said in last night's vlog. Working on getting those back in stock ASAP, but I do have my SS717 glasses still available, made out of real wood, by the way. Really fucking cool. Somebody sent me this, and I'm using it as inspiration for, well, something coming up soon. Let's do a nice little in the garage cold start. I'm gonna put you guys right here on the traction bar, and here we go. That's how close it is. Slightly nerve-wracking when you put her in there. First thing on the agenda is something, wow, lots of cops there. Something a little bit different. I think they're yelling at those kids for playing on that pond. That sucks. I couldn't really see what was going on, but that's what it looked like. Kids were playing ice hockey on a little frozen pond, and it looks like that's a no-go, which I guess it's not safe, but can't the kids have fun anymore? First thing on the agenda is we're going to pick up my mom's Mini Cooper. I'm actually going to pick up my mom, and then we are going to pick up the car. This is the Mini I gave her for Christmas last year. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And like I said, maybe I will make that a tradition, getting somebody in the family their dream car every year. We'll see. But she's only put about 7,000 miles on it. She only drives it when it's nice. She wants to keep it real nice. It's her baby. She wants to keep it fucking pristine. So it only needed like an oil change, spark plugs, and one other thing. So that's what we're doing now. Hey, Mom.
Is this higher even than normal?
No.
I don't remember it being this. I get it. I got it. Got your door.
Yeah, it's a little bit dirty over there. I was maybe in a creek at one point over the holiday. Everyone wants to know, how is the Mini doing?
The Mini's doing awesome.
On the topic of the kids playing in the ice.
Yes.
We thought about this both ways. So I tend to think like, okay, the kids are having fun, and more than likely somebody called the cops because nobody can just let kids go and mind their own business. But I see your side too, where you said that if a kid falls through,
right, and drowns, then the property owner will have to be responsible.
And I also say, because nobody takes responsibility anymore, the parents will be like, it's not the kid's fault. Right here.
Oh, okay.
Yep, they're all gone. Oh, that's what it was. Yep, nobody there anymore. God forbid we have any fun. We're at Tire Mart. Where is the Mini?
I don't know.
In the back.
I tried to find it the other day and I didn't see it.
They've seen Tire Mart many times in the vlog. This is where I get my truck tires put on, the Corvette tires. I don't see it.
Oh, maybe they had it inside.
It might be inside. No, there it is. Look
Where?
over there.
Where?
Over there.
Oh, over there? Is that their parking lot?
I don't know. Well, there she goes. We got her taken care of. And there's your little update on the Mini Cooper. All right, it's time for maintenance. You can see the winter slowly taking its toll. There's a little bit of exposed rust right there. Hopefully you can see that. There's also quite a bit of it back here. And this is just something you have to live with when you have a truck and it starts to rust. There's a good spot there. And you can see some paint missing there. Looks like something hit that. Might have been during my little recent off-roading shenanigans. You'd be surprised at all the different places dirt and mud can hide in your frame and other places. Another important detail, if you remember the vlog from last night, I bought myself a new hitch pin because I had to hacksaw the old one off that was being used to hold this in place. And I think I will put on my D-ring again, and the whole idea is that I don't want as much length on the truck because I am going to park it over there. What I'm going to be doing here, but I will do it off camera, is anywhere where we do have rust, I'm going to sand it off and then paint it with the Rust-Oleum paint first, and then I'll spray the rubber coating on top. That's how I protect my truck, and it is pretty good. I mean, you guys know it's an outdoor truck. I do use it off-road from time to time. It gets dirty, it gets muddy, and I don't really have a whole lot of rust on it. It's pretty clean. You know, especially in the back. It's pretty much anywhere you look, it's mostly black, and there are some rust spots, but overall, well, you can't see shit right now. Hold on, let me get a flashlight. Everything is clean for the most part. But, you know, it still has some areas that do need work, so I like to keep that in check. And like I said, that's pretty boring, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I do want to talk about what I am doing for the wheels, because I've thought a lot about this, and I've been running a 12 wide now for about 2 years, and it looks great. The stance on my truck is great, but I do want to go wider, so I am finally getting some 22 by 14s. And I know that some people will be very excited by this. People have been asking for bigger tires for a while. So I have a set of 22 by 14s on the way. When it comes to tires, you're gonna have to wait and see. Will I stick with the brand I've had, Fuel Wheels, and maybe go with their new line, Fuel Forged? Or will I get some American Forces like everybody else who wants to have a SEMA truck? You're gonna have to wait on that one as well. One more thing to mention about the truck, and that is the winch. But before I go into that, I do want to say that, like, the wheels, everything I'm talking about is happening very soon. So I have the wheels on the way right now, and we want to get this whole new build done by Motorama coming up at the beginning of February. So this is all, you know, we're not talking about like, oh, at some point in the future I'm going to do this. This is all going to be within a couple of weeks. Now for the winch, a lot of people in my recent off-roading video were saying, why didn't you use the winch on your truck? And I didn't really include it, but I did. I will be honest, the winch definitely helped me get unstuck and eventually led to me getting out, but the winch could not pull my truck out of that hole by itself. And I knew when I bought this, it was a 10,000 pound winch, and my truck is, well, the way it currently sits, you know, probably about 7,000 pounds. So I knew that this winch would be at the upper limit of what it can do, and I think I'm going to be upgrading that to a 12,000 pound. So there you go. For all the people asking why I didn't use it, I did. It just kind of sucks because it wasn't strong enough. I'm glad that I could give you guys an update on the Mini Cooper. A lot of people ask about that. Now, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot going on in the vlog today otherwise, but I do want to give you some updates on my other vehicles, because the McLaren is still at McLaren Philly, has yet to go in for paint, but it should be in for paint soon, and then give it about a week to be done with that, and then a couple more days to put on some type of modification that we might have talked about, and then should be home shortly. Now, the car will definitely be home for the PA Auto Show, which my car and Troy's car is going to be in, and that is on the 20th and 21st, and I believe the 22nd of January, so it will definitely be home before then, so at most 20 days. And then the Corvette Z06 is still at Andy's, our friend Andy's, as we know. And that is waiting on the fuel system to be done and the MSD two-step, and that's it. So just those two more things, and then I do have a cage on the way. So actually 3 things, but it can come home and then have the cage done. And also when it gets home, we are going to send the ECU out for the transmission so that we can have HP tuners jailbreak it, so to speak, so that we can actually tune the trans. It's just the stock transmission tuning is confused by the power, like I said. So we do want to get the trans tuned, and then once we do that, I mean, it should be a pretty quick car. I would imagine, you know, we're going to run at the least a high 9s, most likely somewhere in the mid 9s, and then if we do a 200 shot, which I would like to do at some point to see, just kind of see where I'm at first, and then maybe go down that road. But if we do a 200 shot, then I could see getting low 9s and maybe even into the 8s, which would really be awesome and is kind of my overall goal for the 2018 racing season. And of course, we are going to have more call-outs and things like that. So we got the PA Auto Show coming up. Now, this is just a regular, like, our little auto show here is hardly an auto show. It's basically just local dealers bring their inventory inside of a building, and you look around. Sometimes there's a few cool things, but it's not going to be anything special, so I wouldn't recommend coming from far away. But if you do want to come out and say hi, Troy and I will be there with McLaren Philadelphia. And I mean, if you're close, if you're within like an hour, it's worth it. You know, come out and have a good time. Then we have Motorama, like I've said a few times here, coming up in February, which is definitely worth it no matter where you are. That show is going to be fucking huge. Lots of stuff going on, not just to see us or, you know, to see the cars, but we got the dirt bike racing and the four-wheeler stuff, and all that's going on at the same time. So there's a little bit for everybody. And then after that, I mean, we got a call-out event. We're planning one, I believe, for early April. So we're right back into the schedule, and I mean, I can't fucking wait. The winter has really sucked. We are not even halfway through winter yet, and I'm already really tired of the 10 degrees. I mean, it's hard for me to fucking stand out here and vlog. Like, that's how cold it is. In my garage, I mean, we do everything we can to keep it about 50 degrees, but I mean, it's tough. And outside, forget about it. Like, you can't be outside for more than 15, 20 minutes. You just start to fucking freeze. So it's really hard to film. Hopefully warmer weather coming soon, but I hope that you enjoyed this little update video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. Take care. Have a great day.